Hello everyone, it's Michelle Gilmartin here with another Technique Tuesday. This one's Technique Tuesday has to do with the Upgrade 3 kit for both the Solaris and the Luminaire. I'm on the Solaris this morning, but all of the steps that I would take on the Solaris would be the same on the Luminaire. So one of my favorite features, and it's just not getting enough love, but is the new no-sew feature, because I don't think you really realize what you can do with this no-sew feature. So let's take a quick peek at it. I'm going to go into embroidery, and in this case, I am just going to grab a letter, and we'll take the letter A for A1. And I can see that this letter has some stitching on the inside of it. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I like the letter, but I'd rather have my own fill in it. I'd rather have some stippling in it, or I'd rather have one of the decorative fills out of the My IQ or My Design Center. So I'm going to select from the Edit drop-down, and I'm going to select No Sew. So then I can go through, and so here's my whole letter here. Here's what's going to sew there. So I do want my outline. So I'm going to select beige and not sew, and blue and not sew, and green and not sew, and red and not sew, which leaves me left with just the outline of my letter. I'm going to select OK, and then I'm going to select the little flower here to send this to IQ Designer or My Design Center. And in this case, I want the inside on so that it gives me an outline from the inside and the outside. So I can fill this where I took the stitching out with something else. And then I'm just going to add that something else back in. So I'm going to go to my shapes here, and the little flower again, select the letter, and then decide what I want to put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my fills here, and I could select stippling, or I could select one of the decorative fills. We'll have a chance to take a peek now at the latest 6 fills. These fills are the same whether you have the upgrade for the Solaris or for the Luminaire. I love these ones. I love this one. I love this one too. It's kind of a random stipple. This one is really fun. They're all really fun. For today, we're going to select, my letter's kind of small, so let's go ahead and select this one because it seems to have more stitching. It'll show up. And then I'm simply going to click where I want to add that. Oops. Gotta get the bucket, not the brush. There we go. And then next. And then I'm going to drop this down. Wait a minute here. Let's group them together. Yep. And I'm going to take this down to about, I don't know, 40%. 50% is as small as I can go because it's just a tiny area, so I want it pretty tiny. Oh, that looks pretty good. And down here, I just want a single run of stitching. And I'm going to go ahead and select set. And look at that. So if I can zoom in here. And I'll just change the color so you can see that color a little bit better. And now where used to be that other stitching is now filled with the shape of the item that I want to fill. So this is the key. You can select no sew, or you can say, well, I can just skip over that color. And you're right, you can skip over that color, but you can't take the shape of what you're embroidering and fill it with something else. So, and this works with any patterns. So here's another quickie for you. I am doing, or I just got done doing a set of a baby layette set with a bib and stuff in it. So I'm going to go grab my bib pattern that I used for my In the Hoop bib. This is a purchased design. This is not a design that's built in. And I don't want that for a baby girl. I want something fluffier. So I'm going to select no sew. I'm going to turn off that. So now I just have the outline of my bib. And now I'm going to send it to Design Center. And because I know that the top outline is going to be a tack down, I'm going to select my inside line on so that that's where I can put my fill. And I'm going to go back into IQ Designer, and I'm going to select my baby bib, which was a purchased pattern, not a built-in pattern. You can see I've done this more than once. And now I'm going to fill the inside of that bib with the stitching that I prefer for that specific bib, whether it goes with your fabric or whether you just want something a little bit more feminine. Again, I'm going to go with this one. It's so fun. And we'll do pink and bucket. And I just want to make sure that I just have a single run of that stitching, and oops. You have to wait for it to populate, remember? Okay. All right, so here's the advantage. When you go to embroider this, look at, you have the stitching already here, so you don't have to, and that's the shape that you need. So granted, you could just fill the whole page with stitching if you wanted to, but that's not going to put it right where you need it. So I think the biggest advantage of the no sew feature is that you get to put the stitching in the area that you want to change out. And that has to do with whether it's a built-in pattern or a purchase pattern. So let's just do one more really quickly here. So within the embroidery category, you got some new designs. Where did they go? Nope, can't find they're not there. Let's try here. Oh, maybe here? Yep, here they are. So you got this new category. The sewing machine is the number. It's a number 4 on a baby lock machine. On a brother machine, it's probably across the top. And let's say that I'm going to do this little sewing machine here. I'm going to set it. I'm going to edit. And I'm going to select no sew. And then I get to tell what I want not to sew. So I do want to keep my applique. I want to go all the way down to the actual designs that are in here. And I'm going to do no sew, no sew. And you can see up in through here what it's going to be sewing. All right, so now I can put in here whatever I want. So let's say I want to add my name. I can go in and pick a font. I can set it. I can... Let's size it. And let's array it just a touch. That might be too much, but that's okay. I can change it. Anyway, you get the idea. So any pattern, not just what's built in the machine. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little Technique Tuesday that shows the value of the no-sew feature as part of Upgrade 3.